Hi and welcome back to my channel. If you find it difficult to rest, if you don't allow yourself to enjoy your rest time, and if you always feel like you need to earn the time off to be by yourself to just relax, then this video is for you. And by rest, I mean proper quality rest. When you're not trying to obsessively think about the past or the future, when you're not trying to be productive in the present moment, and you just let yourself be. You feel supported, held, safe, and comfortable. And there's no sense of urgency or a fear of missing out. So everyone keeps saying rest is important, rest is needed, it's a part of our productivity system and it's a natural life process. Then why do we still feel guilty when we do nothing? And why do we still feel like we need to earn or deserve to rest? This is because we don't trust ourselves, so we end up unnecessarily complicating this process. So, let me explain. Rest, as we know, is a natural life process, but when we don't trust ourselves, we don't allow ourselves to rest. So, we end up interrupting what is supposed to be natural. And then we add distraction, self doubt, and exhaustion to this mix. Then we end up losing confidence and we feel that we don't even deserve to rest. So this cycle keeps continuing over and over again. This realization didn't come easily to me. It came after so many years of going through multiple cycles of not being able to rest and then feeling bad about it, again, not being able to rest and then again feeling bad about it. It's only now in my 30s that I'm able to feel what rest really feels like. So, earlier, for many years, when I had to rest, I used to do this whole time travel in my head. I used to start thinking of what I could have done better in the past, what I should be doing in the present to be more productive, and what I should do in the future once the rest time is over in a way to make up for the time that I've lost. So clearly, I used to think that rest is a waste of time. And for some reason, there was always this nagging voice at the back of my head which used to always say, "You're not doing enough, you can do more. Look at others, they're doing much more and they are going ahead of you, and you're not making the most of what you have." So the feelings of shame and guilt would always come up. And there was always this underpinning of feeling that I'm lazy, incompetent, or that I'm slacking off if I rest. My capability of achieving my goals and my competence was not the issue because I trust my ability to learn on the go and to maintain a growth mindset. And when I know what I want, I make sure I get it and I always put more than my 100% effort. So, this was not the issue. The issue was that despite my high performance and competence, I used to still not let myself rest. And I used to think working smart means cutting corners. So I used to keep pushing myself without resting properly, and so I would end up falling sick. When I turned 30, I pivoted from my career in dental surgery into the healing arts. And somewhere along this new entrepreneurial journey of mine, I had to sit myself down and ask myself honestly that, Sonia, if you know what you want, you trust your skills and your ability to get it, then why can't you still work efficiently from a relaxed and well rested energy? This was a turning point for me because I realized that in order to work efficiently, I didn't need to feel a sense of urgency, fear of missing out, trying to prove myself to others, or be in competition with others. So, all this negative motivation, for sure, it's always very helpful. We end up becoming more productive, we progress very quickly, and we also get rewards and success relatively quickly, but it's not healthy and definitely not sustainable in the long term. Then I slowly started letting myself rest without conditions, and I stopped relating my productivity with my rest. And exactly 8 months ago, while working, very randomly, a voice came in my head which said that if I'm resting, it doesn't mean that I'm slacking off. It means that I trust myself to take care of me now because I'll get back to work and give my best. So, this was a sign for me that things were working for me. And notice how my internal dialogue shifted from being shameful to supportive. Then I started working from a more self assured perspective that yes, I know I'll do the work, I know I'll show up and be even better. And I started working from self trust and positive motivation. And as a result of all this, my productivity increased naturally. I started feeling more energized, my health improved, My relationship with myself and others also improved, and overall, my confidence started growing very naturally. So, this transition was not easy. Initially, it was very uncomfortable and very irritating because I was so used to certain ways of thinking and behaving. But definitely over time, it became easier with practice and persistence. And let me tell you, it's worth it. Making this switch is required for our well being. So just be patient with yourself and work with yourself when you're going through this. No matter what you do and however you choose to do it, here are three things I want you to know which apply to you irrespective of where you come from or whatever you're going through. Number one, rest is not a waste of time and it doesn't take away from your success. In fact, it's the very thing which improves the quality of your success. So be intentional with it. Number two, whether you should be resting has nothing to do with your competence or performance at work. So stop treating rest as a reward for your hard work because rest is a natural process and you as a human being have never needed to earn rest. So resting is not based on any conditions, it just is. So you don't have to think you're lazy, incompetent, or that you're slacking off if you're resting. Number three, when work becomes more demanding and you need to level up, you may have this tendency to compromise with your rest time. But remember, even in those situations, proper quality rest is still a non negotiable. So here you need to really sit with yourself and ask yourself, why is overworking even fine with you? We tend to normalize overworking because we lack self trust, we are distracted, or we're trying to escape something, or when we love this sense of struggle and we romanticize it so much. So, here your overworking has to be dialed down and not your rest time. Your rest time stays as it is, untouched, no questions asked. So, I'm reminding you to protect your rest time. Remember, it is sacred and you deserve to rest whenever you want to without any conditions. Now, when you start intentionally resting without any conditions, you may feel weird initially, it may cause some discomfort, but over time, you will experience a positive shift. Your health will improve, your energy levels and your work quality will also improve, and you'll feel more positively motivated. So, happy resting. Remember, you don't need any permission or condition to rest. Before I go, I want to share my big announcement about my newsletter. Yes, I have started my very own newsletter. It's where I share real ways to love and care for ourselves as women in this world, and I send it every single week on Sunday. You can sign up through the link below in the description box, and I'll see you in your inbox. Take care of yourself, stay in touch, and bye for now.